Look at this right here. Look at it. Take a real close look. You know what that is? That right there is what you call protein powder. No, it's not steroids. It's a magical powder. Now, I'm gonna ask you a real simple question and just say yes or no. Is protein powder necessary to maximize muscle growth? Do you really need it? Yes or no? What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember, new videos every week. So back to our lovely ladies of the evening. This right here is protein powder, the thing that your mom thinks is steroids, that she tells you not to drink, even though she drinks Herbalife. But for some reason, that's different. We're gonna be talking about this. We're going a little bit more in depth as to why you should or should not be taking in the first place. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's animal-based, plant-based, whether it comes in a big plastic jar or in a big plastic bag. We're gonna be going over why you should be using it, why you should not, is it convenient for you, is it not, or if you should just ditch it altogether. So for me personally, I do take protein powder. I take it every day. I take it twice a day. I take one shake after my workout, and I take one protein shake right before I go to bed at night. Now, for me, that's my choice. That's what I want to do. It's just convenient for me. That's what I prefer. Now, I first started taking protein powder my freshman year of college. And for anyone who went to high school with me, they can vouch for me that my diet was already on point. I was already eating a good enough amount. I was eating the right types of food. I was always meal prepping. I was already making homemade protein shakes. I'm pretty sure they'll remember this magical little bottle. Still have it to this day, 4 or 5 years after high school. But when I got into college, I'm like, you know what? Everyone else is taking protein powder. Why can't I? It's just more protein. It can't hurt. So I tried it and I saw a little bit more growth from the extra calories, the extra protein, which was like, all right, this is cool. But was it a massive game changer for me? Not really. So that's why it goes to show you got to find out if it's reasonable for you to take it or not. For me personally, so I take it in college, stuck with it ever since. Good. No harm, no foul. Good enough for me. Now, if you need to take protein powder, it's gonna vary for what the reasons are, and those reasons are gonna vary from person to person. Right off the gate, everyone is a different height, different body weight, different workout experience, different goals. The amount of protein that you need to take throughout the day is gonna vary, obviously, depending on all those factors, amongst more. Now, the two main things that it boils down to whether you should or should not be taking protein powder, or whether you want or do not want to, because again, it's a choice. It's not like someone's forcing you to do it. Realistically, in my mind, are gonna be convenience and cost. Now, let's go into convenience. I like to point out that protein powder is not this magical substance that all of a sudden is gonna help you get the results that you want, all right? It's not steroids, despite what your mother may be thinking or telling you. All it is just a powdered food, realistically. I mean, what is protein powder derived from? At least the animal product one is derived from egg whites and milk products. So the reasons why it may be more convenient for you to take protein powder is maybe you're in a job that doesn't allow you to sit down for a long period of time and eat. And let's be honest, if you're eating dry chicken breast, obviously you're gonna be munching for hours, chewing nonstop on a dry piece. It would be a little bit more convenient, a little bit more time efficient for you to take some type of protein powder, because you could easily get a scoop, pour it in water or whatever, milk, whatever you want, boom, down it. Now, another convenience factor about it is very little preparation time. Like I said, all I gotta do is grab a bottle, fill it with whatever liquid I want, open up a jar of protein powder, grab a scoop, and then pour it in there. It doesn't take that long, so that's why it's really convenient. No preparation compared to if you were to grill a piece of chicken breast, cook a piece of steak, fry a piece of fish. Doesn't matter. You gotta wait till you heat up the pan, put the oil in the pan, preheat the oven, preheat the grill, season whatever piece of meat you're about to eat, go in there X amount of time on one side, flip it over X amount of time on the other. It just takes forever. So yeah, it does save time. And then lastly, it's easy to take on the go. Whereas if you're let's just say you actually do, for whatever miracle, do decide to meal prep, think about how easy it is to take it from point A to point B. You gotta carry it in this big ass lunchbox. You gotta put some ice packs in there, make sure it doesn't go bad. Wherever it is you're going for at work, you better hope they have a fridge so you can keep it in there. You're hoping that they have some type of microwave for you to actually, heat up the food, because I really doubt any one of you want to eat a cold piece of meat. But with protein powder, it's easy to travel. You can just get yourself a protein shaker cup, and then some of them has these little containers where all you gotta do is just pop it open again, open up, find the scoop, which for some reason is always at the bottom of the fucking bag when it's a new bag of protein powder. In here, boom. Cap it, make sure it's on tight. And the good thing about these is that it screws onto the bottom of this. And all you gotta do is just slide in your bag. Realistically, you don't have to worry about refrigerating this. You don't have to worry about preserving it. All you gotta do is keep the powder in the separate compartment. Whenever it's time, pop open the top, fill it with whatever water, milk, whatever it is that you want. Boom, open this up and then pour it in. It's not that hard. So you see, those are three very, very good convenience factors. Easy to drink, little preparation needed, easy to go recipe. Now, in terms of cost, the second factor to take into account whether you should be getting protein powder or not is it can get a little bit pricey from time to time, depending on what brand you're getting. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck about the brand, all right? It's like a lot of you who go to Starbucks when you could just make a simple 5-cent cup of coffee at home. Realistically, instead of spending 5 cents, you're spending $5 minimum at Starbucks. What are you paying for that you can't make at home? You're just paying for the brand at that point, the label. Same thing with these protein powders. I get the cheapest ones at Costco, and granted, they're in bulk already. Sometimes it's this one, a cent. Sometimes it's gonna be the Optimum Nutrition. This one also came from Costco. It's organic. Real simple, it's the same flavors. I mean, I'm not doing it for the taste, but if you're paying extra for, like, for example, let's just say the Ghost protein powder, that one costs more, but realistically it's because you're also paying for the label, the fact that they have these special flavors like Oreo and all that. Man, just keep it simple. All that cost can add up. Now, if you're gonna keep it simple, then yes, it could be a little bit more cost effective. For example, if you were to get the big bag of Optimum Nutrition protein powder from Costco, there's 80 servings in that bag and it costs right around $65. I mean, if you do the math, it's less than $1 per serving. Compare that cost to other jars. For example, luckily they sent me this one for free. This one only had 30 servings, but if you look on the website, it's $60. That's $2 per serving. Now, is that cost efficient compared to this? If you can afford it, by all means, do whatever you want. It's your wallet, your money, your choice. But if you're someone thinking that you need to take protein powder, but then you look at the cost and realize it's not gonna work out for you, then don't fucking get it. It's that simple. So now that we covered those two main components, the convenience of protein powder and then the cost of protein powder, you gotta weigh out the pros and cons. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be viewing this protein powder as some magical substance that's gonna get you the results that you want. Can it help? Yes, but why would it help in the first place? Well, you gotta understand, if you're gonna be someone who's working out, trying to build up muscle, then you need a certain amount of protein throughout the day. You gotta hit your daily protein goals. Now, many people, especially beginners, those who don't really know what they're doing in the gym, they see other people doing it, so they're gonna do it as well. They'll start taking a bunch of this. They'll replace all of their real food with protein powder, thinking that that's gonna get them the results that they want. No, the reason why they may be getting those results in the first place is because they're finally hitting the right amount of protein that they should be eating each and every day. But that protein does not need to come from this. Remember, this is powdered food, realistically. Egg whites and milk, that's what we're looking at. I mean, that's why it even says in this label is derived from milk and egg ingredients, because that's where it comes from, you know, the egg whites and the milks. So at the end of the day, if you were to just eat regular food, specifically high protein foods, whether it be a piece of chicken, a piece of fish, a piece of meat, eggs, milk, as long as you're hitting your daily protein goals, you're gonna be seeing results. Many people think that this is the reason why they're seeing results. No, you're getting results, you're building muscle because you're finally eating the right amount of protein that you should have been eating in the first place. It doesn't have to come from this. It can come from actual food sources. Now, if you want a little bit extra on top of your food sources, then yes, you can throw this in. But this ultimately should not replace real food. Is it necessary? My final answer, and just to conclude this video, is no. It's not. What is necessary and what is important, bottom line, is just hitting your daily protein goals. Where you get that protein from, that's gonna be up to you. If you're pescatarian, it looks like you're getting it from fish. If you're a vegetarian, well, you may have to get it from beans and any other plant sources. If you got an open diet, whatever you wanna eat, well, whatever high protein foods you can eat, that's where you're gonna be getting it from. But at the end of the day, this stuff is not necessary. It's more of a convenience factor. Realistically, the only reasons why you would be taking it in the first place is because you don't have time to eat. It's really easy to down shake. You don't have time to prepare food, so it may be a little bit easier to get away with just shaking up one of these shakes. Looking at the cost, it may be a little bit better to get protein powder. It depends on everyone's different financial situation. Maybe they can't afford this amount of chicken or this type of steak. If they do the math and they see that maybe it is a little bit better to get this type of protein, well, by all means, do you. But I mean, if you look at the convenience and the cost, and overall protein goals, those are the three factors you gotta take into account, whether you need it or not. But like I said, and I cannot emphasize this enough, my final decision, my final answer, whether protein powder is necessary or not, is no, it is not. Just my opinions. Take all these things into account, make your decision, understand why you're taking this in the first place. If you're just slacking off on the real food and just taking this, well then, I mean, maybe you might wanna up the chicken breast, the steak, the fish, you know, eggs, other food sources. It's called supplements for a reason. It's meant to supplement your normal diet, not replace your entire diet. Just my opinions. Comment down below if this video was helpful. Comment down below what type of protein that you're taking, whether it be supplements or actual food sources, and just what are your thoughts on protein powders? Do you get results from it? Do you just stick with real food? Do you rely completely on this? Hey, I don't judge, just giving my honest opinions. And also comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diet, training programs, exercise, or just anything fitness related. I'll be more than happy to do so. Make sure you subscribe to not just my channel, but my girlfriend's channel and the couple's channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember, we got new videos every week across the board for all three channels. And then for Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Make sure you follow me on my accounts, girlfriends, couples. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.